Hey guys, I'm Ben from Pacific PC and welcome back to another review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Audio-Technica ETH M30 studio headphones. The ETH M30s are loaded with 40mm neodymium drivers, a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, an impedance of 65 ohms, and a sensitivity rating of 100 dB. And they usually retail for only about $40, but be sure to check the pricing and availability link in the description below. The headphones have a pretty flexible headband, and even while being made mostly out of plastic, they do feel quite sturdy. And the size adjustments are made out of metal, so a pretty solid construction overall. The right and left ear cups are labeled, of course, and can rotate 90 degrees outward like so. The cable is 11 feet long, so it can reach pretty much wherever you need it to. It's rubber, not braided, and I really would have preferred a coiled cable like on the M50s. We have some pretty soft foam on the ear cups as well as the headband, covered by this pleather material. And the headphones are pretty light at only 200 grams, and this is important in a professional environment like editing music or other content creation, where you need to wear them for a long period of time. I found them quite comfortable. The clamping force was a bit tight at the start, but after they broke in, they were just fine. These headphones are a closed back design, so that means you can hear less of what's going on around you, and people around you can hear less of what you're listening to. The pleather on the ear cups did seal all the way around my ears, and I found noise isolation and immersion on the M30s was actually pretty good. Which brings us finally to the listening test. Since the M30s were made to be studio monitors, they have a pretty flat frequency response curve, and that will be very important if you'll be using these in a professional environment. Music sounded very clear and accurate to me, and nothing was muddy or overpowering, so I was quite satisfied in that aspect. Now, I've never owned a pair of high-end headphones, so I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here, but I have listened to Sony MDR7506s, which are $80+ professional cans, and the M30s sounded very similar to those. Maybe not as crisp, I mean they are less than half the price, but even if you're just buying these for casual listening, they perform pretty amazingly for the price you pay. Now, I did try playing some games with the M30s, and they do perform pretty well. Everything is very accurate due to that very flat response curve, and it's an overall smooth experience. But one drawback of the flat response curve is that bassy elements like gunfire and explosions aren't brought out as much as in dedicated gaming headsets, so I wouldn't buy these if I was going to be using them primarily for gaming. If you need something equivalent in this price range, check out the Logitech G230s. But if you're going to be doing other stuff as well as gaming, like content creation, and sound accuracy is more important to you, then the M30s will be right up your alley. Now, if you're out and about, like say on the bus or working out or something, these can be driven by an iPod or a phone just fine. I cranked them up to about 50% volume on my iPod Touch, and that's about as loud as I would go. I do have pretty sensitive ears, but if the amp on your phone perhaps isn't that great, you may need to go higher. So in conclusion, this is a really solid pair of headphones. They've got strong build quality, they're pretty comfortable, and they sound really clear and accurate. And combined with the very appealing price point, I'd say they are a great value, not only for the casual listener, but also for content creators, and they even work okay for gaming. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button, and share this video with anyone you know who might be looking for some cheap headphones. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe for more content just like this, and I will see you in the next video.